Welcome to springlib.
The first sum is of 1 plus minus 1 to the j, where j goes from 0 to 8. Now here the trick is to split the sum over the even indices j, in which case we have 1 plus, and then minus 1 to an even number is plus 1, so 1 plus 1. And then we have the sum over the odd j's of 1, and minus 1 to an odd power is minus 1, so 1 minus 1. So this becomes the sum for j that goes from 0 to odd of 8 even of 2, and there are exactly 5 even numbers between 0 to 8, therefore 10. Now the sum that j is from 0 to 8 of 3j minus 2j, we split the sum into two sums. So this is the sum of 3 to the j minus the sum of 2 to the j. But now we know the closed formula for these, because this becomes 3 to the 9th minus 1 divided by 3 minus 1, and then minus, and for the other sum, 2 to the 9th minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. You do this with a calculator, you get 9,841 minus 511. The result is 9,330. Then we have the sum of twice 3 to the j minus plus 3 times 2 to the j. Again, we split the sums and we factor out the constant, so we have twice the sum of 3 to the j plus 3 times the sum of 2 to the j. And again, we have closed formulas for these sums, so we get 3 to the 9th minus 1 divided by 3 minus 1, everything multiplied by 2, plus 3 times 2 to the 9th minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. You do this with a calculator, and the final result turns out to be 21,215. Finally, we have the sum of 2 to the j plus 1 minus 2 to the j. And we recognize this to be a telescopic sum. In fact, if you write starting from the 8th index and going down, we have 2 to the 9th minus 2 to the 8th. And then when j is equal to 7, we have 2 to the 8th minus 2 to the 7th, all the way down to when j is 0, in which case you get 2 minus 1. And you see that every time we have the minus of a term simplified by the plus on the following term, all the way down to the very last plus. So all in all, the only terms surviving are 2 to the 9th minus 1, which is 511.